Recording. Good. All right.
No, not yet.
Yes,
Alex,
original sound. Good on you. I hear the difference.
yeah. I'm trying not to sneeze, okay?
Wow.
What
That
did
was a
I do?
great. That was a great breath. It was all the things that we've talked about and been working on, and two in a row. Goodness gracious me, Esther. Excellent.
Well, I've been working on my breathing, Alex. I try.
Mm,
I try
mm.
hard.
It's very important. Okay, good. All right, on the horn. Ready? Nice middle C.
Oh,
Is it
hold
your
on.
drone? Is it your drone making noise?
No, it's not the joint making noise. I
What
don't know
is
what
that?
the. I don't know.
It's gone. It's noisy. All right, middle C.
Well, that.
Nice big sound. Good, good. You're a little bit sharp. Can you make your horn longer, Esther? You're a little bit sharp. Do you remember what to do?
Push it in a little bit.
Opposite. Opposite. No.
If I pull it out too
Pull
much,
it
I'll
out.
pull it all the way out.
Yeah. Not all the way
Huh?
out, but somewhat. You're
Well,
just a
it's
little bit
somewhat
sharp.
right now.
Yeah.
It's,
So you're a
it's
little.
a. Oh.
So listen.
No.
Here's my C. Good. Good. Great.
Well,
Exactly.
that was on the F side.
Okay. Well, your F side is in better tune than the other side was. Regardless, you made your horn longer, and so it's come lower. It was sharp. Now it's in tune, which is good. That's a-okay. Are you distracted by the buzz?
Yeah, something's not right here. I don't know what the heck it is.
Yeah. What's it coming from?
I
Computer?
computer for me. I just buzzed internally. Come on, Alex. We have a lot of work to do.
That's right, Esther. I love that attitude. All right, here's some flexibility. All on the F side. Very nice, Esther. Very nice. Respect, my friend. You've been practicing. Second finger. Looks good.
I think so. Hang on, Alex.
And it was the air. The air suffered. Or the
Yeah,
air was
yeah,
less
well-
and the notes suffered. Just as bold and with just as much assertiveness as you did the previous version. Good. Good. Really good. Let's keep going down. First finger, try a little. This is a slightly different pattern. See if you can catch it.
Oh boy, what?
Would you like me to play it again?
Sorry, Alex.
That's all right. So first finger, you had that right, and it's the same group of notes. It's still a major triad. Ba ba ba. But
I'm just listening. I'm just listening to you. I'm not trying to be rude and hang my head.
No,
I'm just
totally,
listening
I see.
to you.
Okay, so here's that note. Here's that phrase again. See if you can catch it.
Yeah.
Not bad. So it's this. Ba 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 da 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 da.
No, so it's the same. You said it's the same, right?
1 2 1 2 3 2 3 2 1.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, now hang on.
That's it.
Hold it.
Good.
Hold it. Hold it. That better?
Good. That is the pattern. Can the high note, yeah, have more air in it? It's a
Yeah,
little
it could have.
starved. Yeah. Ooh. Go. Once more.
Oh. Well, yeah, the higher notes. Yeah, because I didn't really get the higher note on that, Alex.
Yeah. No, you hit it. It just wasn't of good quality, and it wasn't of good
No, it was
quality because
pretty,
it
pretty, it was
because it
pretty
did.
raunchy, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it didn't
Yeah,
have any
thank
air
you.
in it.
I
So,
love that. I love that. Thank you so
good.
much.
You're welcome.
It's okay, Barnaby. It's not at you. It's at me. You're just a hunk of metal. That's all you are.
It's all right. And what a hunk. Go for it. All right. So just think about crescendoing as you go through the exercise. Yeah. Esther?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, go for it. So think about crescendoing as you go through the exercise.
Well, you told me not to. Last lesson, you told me not to repeat so much.
Oh, that's fine.
It's something listen. So.
Yes, I did. I don't think that what I'm saying now is counter to that. There's a middle ground where you don't play too much and there is space for thought between each repetition. But
okay,
also,
cool.
I do want to hear you play. I only get to hear you play once a fortnight, so let's hear some play. As long as it's considered playing, I think that's the important thing.
Alex, come on. Well, I say, what is that darn note anyway?
And let's hear this one more time.
Yeah.
Great. Really, really good. That's that. Cool. And then let's do a slightly different pattern. All on 1 and 2, starting on an A and it goes up an octave.
1 and 2?
Mm-hmm.
You want the F side or the B flat?
Yes, please. F side.
Oh, F side.
Good. Now tongued. Okay, I'm being a bit nitpicky here. The low note, A, requires a more open embouchure and
Oh,
a darker
all right,
sound.
Well, I was, right, all right, okay, Alex.
And so I'm just drawing your attention to it. When you come back and listen to it, it sounds, oh.
Well, I know why that is. If you don't know why it is, I won't tell you.
I know why it is, but you play.
Huh?
I have my hypothesis, my theories as to why that is.
Yeah, I do too. I wasn't playing 1 and 2.
Well, so that might very well be the case. So try 1 and 2, see if that solves it, and then if not, we'll come back for the talk about the chin position. Go again. Oh, nice, strong sound.
No.
And with the tongue. Ta 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 ta. Yeah, that last note, Esther, when you listen back, it's distinctly a different quality. It's a different tone
It doesn't sound right. Oh, I agree.
Yeah, so it's
a
the
different
correct
color.
It's the correct pitch, but it's a different color. So making sure that as you come down, oh, can you just play me that low A? And let's just make sure we can establish a good sound on its own. So that's a wonderfully dark sound. I love that. I love that. So observe how you're doing it. What is the air doing? What are your lips doing? What's the jaw position? And then when you descend to it, you're trying to arrive in that same set of conditions. Or like that. Can you try?
I hate the horn thing. I mean the wire, not the horn.
No, it's all good.
Let's do that again. Hey, come on.
Yeah. Ah, good. Great.
Yeah, it makes a difference. Yeah, I agree.
It does. So it's just drawing your attention to that disparity between the quality. Uniformity of sound is really, really important. You don't want to be going through and going boo ba bee ba boo ba bee bay. You pick one. Oh, hello, dog. We're waking you up. She had a great run along the beach.
Well, that's good.
It is. It is good. Ooh, good girl. All right, you've been distracting. Go away. Good. Let's do a different type of exercise. Do you have Hector McDonald's routine handy?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And ask Bill if he can help with that drone, because it's a pain in the butt.
Bill was just wondering if I was doing anything.
Outside? Where? Come here. How'd you go? Go have fun. Play nice. Cool. The Hector McDonald routine. I've got a new exercise for you, and it's on page 10. Cool. And we're doing 19C is the exercise. It's a goodie. Here it is. Just the first two bars.
Oh, you're talking about the... Okay.
Can you do that, starting on a B flat?
Which one? 19A?
C, 19C.
Oh, 19. Oh. On B flat, Esther.
And here's the tempo. So just observe the challenge first before you tackle it. Have that understanding of what it is you're about to do. So the finger pattern, can you just hold up your left hand? And show me the valve pattern. What note do you start on?
Well, it's one.
Yep.
The thumb and one.
Yep, and then
and
what?
And then you go the thumb to two.
Yeah.
And then you go to nothing.
Yeah, well, thumb. Just thumb for the C.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you show me? Can you hold down your finger? Can you go da, 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 and say the pattern?
Am I getting it right though?
I don't mind what pitch you sing. I just want to hear you speak and
okay,
move
well,
at the right
all
time.
right. Well, da 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 da.
Once more. That was good. Once more. There was a slight hesitation between the B flat and the B.
There was?
Between the third and the fourth note. Between the B flat and the B, you paused. You went ba 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 while your brain thought about what was happening. Can we just iron out that pause? It's not a bad thing. I'm
Yeah.
just highlighting that it's there.
I know what you're doing, Alex.
Mhm.
Ba ba. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's ba 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 ba.
Better.
Ba.
That's better, but there's still a slight pause. Just keep going through that until that pause is gone. Please.
Cheapers. Ba 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 ba. But it has to be piano, and it's
That was
not.
it. I don't mind the dynamics. I just wanted you to focus on that movement between 1 and 2. Esther, that was spot on. Well done. It didn't take many repetitions. Can you just try one more time to make sure it wasn't a fluke?
Ba 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 ba.
Nailed it.
Ba,
Great.
ba,
Here's the
ba.
B flat. I want you to play.
Mm.
Same idea. Just blow right through. No hesitation. With the right fingers. B flat. That's why we practiced that. Lovely. Lovely. Yes, Esther. What wonderful finger facility that was. Everything was just lined up and coordinated. As a practice method to make your horn playing good, vocalizing the rhythm or the notes or the pitches and making sure the fingers happen at the same time is a remarkably effective way to go about it. Yeah?
Well, you know, I don't know whether you quickly. I don't know whether you saw that piece I sent to you about classical music. But when I was in piano, I couldn't look at my hands when I was playing.
You weren't allowed to?
I was not allowed to.
Oh, that's...
I was criticized for it when I was very young because I memorized everything.
Yeah.
That's, and then after that, I had a hard... You know, piano, you have to use both hands. It's not that easy as you sound.
No, there's I'm sorry that was your experience. There's a fantastic video on YouTube with a trained concert pianist, and they put on, there's like this science glasses they make him wear, and it tracks his eye movements and where he's looking. And then they record it, and you can see that 90% of the time he's watching his hands. So I'm really sorry that was your experience, because I don't think that it's actually... anyway, I'm not a pianist. I would be surprised if you weren't supposed to look at your hands. Anyway, the point... I'll try and find the video, because it's him and his student.
No, don't worry about it. I know what you're trying to say. I mean, I have listened to concert pianists play, and they just play beautifully. I mean,
it's amazing,
my grandmother played...
Just for your own interest, Esther, because it's a really fascinating video. So they compare what he's focusing on versus what his student is focusing on. So a trained concert pianist and someone at a slightly lower level. And she spends a lot more time watching the music compared to what he does, which is just an interesting comparison. That exercise you played was really, really spot on. I'm really, really pleased to punch with you for that. Can you try it again? And I'd like far greater contrast of dynamic and making sure that the start of the second bar where the fortissimo is printed, that is the peak of our crescendo. Making sure that it's shaped like this as opposed to like this, where there's like just a flat plateau at the top. Right? Making sure there's a really distinct poof, loudest point.
All right.
You changed pitch on me. This is a challenging one for you. Listen.
I didn't think I changed pitch. Okay. I'm going to do it again?
Yeah, you were playing F.
Oh, I just love to try to surprise you, Alex.
Go for it, my friend.
And keeps you on your toes.
Keeps me on my toes. That's right. I want to move through this exercise. So give it a go. Not bad. Lovely.
I could blast it more if you want me to. to.
Lovely diminuendo. I would love you to blast it more. Can you please play me a fortissimo middle C on its own?
Let's see, hang on.
So, Esther, can you just play me a middle C at fortissimo?
Oh.
Yeah, C.
Thank you. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Good sound, though. Okay, I'll take that as a fortissimo for now. That is what I want you to arrive at. And that's the challenge.
Okay.
So the point of this exercise, yes, it's the valve coordination and whatnot, but I want this. I want the crescendo and diminuendo. Because that ability to transition between soft and loud is so important. Right?
Oh, of course, I understand that.
Yeah, good. Great. So this exercise just goes up an octave, right? So you would keep going up and you notice the pattern. So B flat, B, B, C. The next one, C sharp, D, E flat. What would the next note be if you carried on in that pattern?
It would be D.
So we're looking at 19C.
Yeah, I understand that.
And you've just gone B flat, B, C. Right, that's the first pattern up to the first pause. The next one starts on C sharp, and then D, and then E flat, and then we're at that last pause. So if that pattern continued, what would the next note be?
The F?
Close. E. E natural. So it's just chromatic. It's just chromatic scale,
well, okay.
just the whole way up, the whole way up. So the next one would come in an E, F, F sharp. What would the next note be? If we've just gone E, F, F sharp chromatically, and then there's a pause, what would the next note you come in on be after an F sharp? It's all chromatic, Esther. What's the next note chromatically? What's the next semitone above an F sharp?
It'd be F itself.
No, we're going up, upwards. F sharp.
Oh, G.
G.
G flat.
G natural. G
but
natural.
that doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Okay, G natural.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Okay,
Well, what about
I'm sorry,
it?
I'm not up
That's
on
okay.
my chromatic scales.
Well, fair enough. Okay, great. In your Trinity book of scales and exercises, add to your list of things to practice some chromatic scales. Whatever easy grade has the first chromatic scale in it, I want you to start working on that, okay? Because it's important to be able to recognize these patterns in music.
Yeah, well.
But if you don't have any, experience with the patterns outside of the music, how are you going to recognize it, right? That's totally understandable.
Well, I used to know it, but it's been a while.
Long time ago, absolutely fair enough. Fine. Please, Esther, would you get your Trinity book out, and we're going to look at some scales together. I'm just going to spend 10 minutes doing that, and then music. So this is Trinity, scales and exercises, horn. It's one of the first things I gave you.
Yeah, I got it. I have it. It's all collected
Good.
here.
Terrific. I know you do. All right. You've progressed significantly since we first started looking at this book. I don't know if you remember things like Go Tell Aunt Ella, that piece, wherever that's gone, but we've moved on significantly. So, I reckon, let's just have a look at grade 3 on page 12. Where's the chromatic scale? No, I tell a lie. Grade 4, Esther. Page 18. And at the top of that page, on page 18, there is a chromatic scale. All right. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Good. What's the first note?
C.
What's the second note?
C sharp.
Carry on.
Well, D, D sharp,
Yep,
E,
yep.
F sharp. I don't understand what you're trying to
Keep
get
going
at,
right the way
Alex.
through. Keep going right the way through. Keep going right the way through.
G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then C.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm really pleased with that. It's the point being, by going through a piece of music or a scale or whatever and naming the notes, we are establishing our comprehension of the scale or the passage or whatever, right? For newer students, I think that's an important skill to develop away from the horn. So, you know, I'm at the point where I can do my processing of the music while playing the horn, right? Because both of those things, they're at a sufficient level. You're not quite there yet. That's not a dig, that just is, right? So just going through the process, naming the notes, the faster you can do it, the better your processing is. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. Yeah? Good. Can you show me the valve pattern?
What do you mean? Well, no, the one thing that's confusing to me is why is C sharp on 2 and 3?
How would you finger a D?
You have G.
No, D for dog. How do you finger?
Oh,
D. Yeah.
D is that way.
Terrific. So a C sharp is one semitone lower than a D, isn't it? It's a D flat is the enharmonic equivalent. How do you make your horn a semitone longer? What do you have to change to? So here's D.
Gosh.
Here's D. Every time you add a valve, you make your horn longer. What valve combination is one longer than 1 and 2?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. So why is a C sharp on 2 and 3?
Well,
Because
it's longer.
because it's longer, because it's lower than a D, and you have to make your horn longer, and therefore it's on 2 and 3. Do you mean as opposed to why is it on 1 and 2? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I mean, okay, you've got C,
Yeah.
which is almost open.
Yeah. So yeah, thumb.
I mean, and on the F side it's open.
Yeah.
And then in C sharp, and you've got 2 and 3. And I'm going what?
So remember that's
But
a
then there's a
valid
lot
point.
of things that's on there that's on 2 and 3.
Yeah, big time. So just remember, you've got the harmonic series of the instrument. This is just all natural. That's just lips. That is how a brass instrument works. It's just a varying length of pipes, right? And each pipe is like a ladder, where each rung of the ladder is a note, and as you get higher, the rungs get closer together.
Oh,
All right.
yeah,
It used to be that brass musicians on historical instruments would have like 10 different ladders, and they would take their mouthpiece and put it in a ladder and go bloop, and then a different ladder for a different pattern of notes. But the point being, with enough ladders and a long enough ladder, eventually those notes overlap. So it might be that you've got one ladder's like this, and then another ladder is like this, where these notes happen to overlap, right? So that's why you're going from C to 2 and 3. So you've got one ladder that is this, that is C, and then the other ladder comes in like this, and it just happens to line up, right? And so certainly you could play C on thumb and 1 and 3. That would give you a C natural, right, on the B flat side, because that's one longer than a C sharp, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Right.
You could do that. You could also play a B natural on thumb 1, 2, and 3. That is an alternative fingering. We don't because it sounds rubbish, right? And it doesn't feel very good. Can you try and play me that middle B on thumb and 2? That fingering? Yep. Oh. Feels easy. Feels comfortable. Try and play the same note. Thumb 1, 2, and 3. So there is a world where, you could make the creative decision that I like the color, I like the sound, the intonation is better, but we want to avoid the really long valve combinations if possible.
Well, I noticed some horn players will use 1, 2, and 3, and I've often wondered why, unless it's a substitute.
So for very low notes, there's no alternate fingering because the notes are so far apart. The ladder doesn't line up. There's no overlap. Yeah. You could try the same thing. So on the F side, a C sharp is 1 and 2, isn't it? So you could play that middle C on 2 and 3 on the F side. You could. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is there as an option, right? So there's so many overlaps with various valve combinations and different notes. Yeah. Good. So that C sharp could be done on we choose to do it on 2 and 3. It could also be done on 1 and 2. It could probably be done on a handful of other valve combinations. But I would recommend 2 and 3 and thumb. Rock and roll. Yeah. So for me, can you just go? Add one more note at a time. Almost. So we always start from C. So C, C sharp, C sharp, D, like that.
Well, I thought I just did that.
No, you went like this. You went. I went. And we'll just always come back to middle C. Ready? Come on, Esther. C.
You want me to start with C again?
Yes, please. Yes, ma'am. Go for it.
Well, I start with C and then I do C sharp and then you say no.
Yes, because that's not what I want. I want you to go C, and then that's the first thing. And then we stop. And then we come back in on that same C and go. So let's call C1. So you go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
Oh.
And watch the music while you do it.
Say again?
Watch the music while you do it.
Gosh.
You got this. 1.
What happens? What's D sharp?
Same thing as an E flat.
Oh yeah, of course. That's
Good. Up to the E flat.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
Good. Can you carry on with this pattern? Because that was going well. And the most important thing is that I want you to be really assertive with it.
You want me to do what with it?
I want you to be really assertive with your execution. And if that means you have to stop and think about what the valves are, like we did at the start of the lesson for that long tone exercise, then do so. But the attitude with how you tackle it is what we're practicing as well. Yeah?
Yeah.
When you're ready. 1, 1, 2. Good.
Right?
Yeah, carry on. That was going well. Up to an F.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
No, I said good. I said well done.
Oh.
It's wonderfully assertive. I'm impressed.
Okay, they want me to start up again?
No, carry on up to the F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, let's see. Let me start back down again, Alex. So
No. Carry on. Carry on up to the F. You've got this.
Oh, heavens. Oh.
Pause. So what's the second note?
Pardon?
What is the second note?
F sharp.
No, sorry, I beg your pardon. Don't start on an F. Start on the middle C and go up to the F.
Well, that's what I wanted to do, and you said no, start on F.
No, I didn't mean that. Sorry for the confusion. So always starting on a C, but your target is the F. I thought you meant start the pattern again.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Keep going up to the F sharp. So starting on a C. So Esther, start on a C.
Okay. Go back down.
Yeah, always. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But okay, Alex, but what the heck is G sharp?
What's G sharp?
Really...
Good question.
Huh?
What's that? Good question. What is G sharp's enharmonic equivalent? Same note, different name.
A flat.
An A flat. What fingering's an A flat?
2, 3.
Well done. There you go. Good. You're a clever cookie, mate. E flat. Good. Almost. E. You skipped E.
Alex.
Yes.
I didn't skip D.
E for echo. E for echo. You did. You went straight to F. From E flat to F. Good. So this is just a pattern. You'll get used to it. I look forward to hearing it next time. Can you also... Hey? Very exciting. I would also like you, please, to learn the 2-octave F major scale, which is on the same page. And scale and arpeggio. Do both, the scale and the arpeggio. And over the page, minor scales. So page 19, I would like you to familiarize yourself with the melodic and the harmonic minor scales and the arpeggio. So those 3 scales at the top of the page. Yeah?
Okay.
And I'm going to play them for you now, so you have a record of how they sound. There's a different...
Oh my gosh.
Each scale is just a different flavor of scale. Okay? And so compositionally, depending on what sort of flavor and style you want, knowledge of how the scale patterns sound and how they feel and how they taste is important. So here is the F harmonic minor scale. If you look at the key signature, there's 4 flats. But along the way, Esther, notice that the E is raised. It's got a natural sign next to it.
Right.
Do you notice that? So that in an F minor scale, the E is the 7th degree of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be an E. So a harmonic minor scale. What makes a scale a harmonic minor is the 7th degree of the scale is raised on the way up and the way down.
And on the way down, it's neutralized.
No, it's the same for a harmonic. It's the same on the way up and the way down. The melodic minor changes. That you're right in that. So harmonic minor on the way up. So if there's an E flat in the key signature, then we raise it and it becomes a natural. If that 7th degree of the scale was already a natural, it would become a sharp because we're raising it. If, say, you were in a key where the 7th degree of the scale had a sharp, raising it would make it a double sharp, which is something I don't know if you're familiar with, but they exist. And it just becomes the next note. So an F double sharp, if you go up 2 semitones, is a G. Is the anharmonic equivalent. I know.
I don't know why they just don't say G instead of F double sharp. Because it is a G.
It is. So it sounds a G, but in the key, that might be the case that there's a G sharp. And so you wouldn't have G natural and G sharp. You have F double sharp and G sharp.
Okay.
And so here's the harmonic minor scale. Harmonic minor. The 7th degree of the scale is raised on the way up and the way down. So here it is. Have a listen. Harmonic minor, F harmonic minor, 2 octaves. And here's the melodic minor. A melodic minor, so the key signature is the same. The rule for the melodic minor is that the 6th and 7th degree, in this case the D and the E, are raised on the way up. And on the way back down, they return to the key signature.
Yeah, that's a melodic minor, yeah.
A melodic minor. So if it's melodic, it changes. If it's the harmonic, it stays the same. So here's the melodic minor.
Nice, Alex.
Thank you, Esther. It is a nice scale. Good. So just familiarize yourself with those. And I would really recommend that you engage with your scales very, very simply. So just practicing your processing and your comprehension. So you go through, you name the notes. F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E natural, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. And go through that process and get it to the point where it's very fluid. Yeah? Then do the same thing with your fingers. F, G, A flat, B flat, C. Putting the vowels down at the same time. And if you notice yourself pausing, then that's a little blip of uncertainty that just needs to be ironed out. Okay? Yeah, good. Also be aware that 2 octaves, that change of register is challenging. Yeah, it's a skill to be able to go from low to high smoothly. So in the short term, you can break your scale up into the first octave, start on that same note, then go up to the top octave and come back down again. So it's this and then that, as opposed to joining them together like this. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we've got a bunch of F scales, right? F minor and F major and the chromatic scale. if you look at back to Hector's routine, there is a really excellent exercise that will develop your ability to go up and down between the registers, but without the fingering. So if we look at page 6, Esther, and this is exercise 5A, it starts on a pedal C.
Oh, yeah.
So that just covered 2 octaves. All right? You can start on an F, so not middle F, not this one, but this one, that low F, and you can do exactly the same pattern, right? Just remember how every length of tubing is just a ladder, and the rungs are the notes of the ladder. It's the same ladder, it just starts slightly higher or lower. So exactly this exercise demonstrates that concept perfectly. So can you find that F for me? On the B flat side. Thumb. Bo. Good. That's your first note. Now, the challenge is, can you take that note 2 octaves higher just using the lips? Well done, my friend. Well done. Really well done. Okay, up and down. Not bad. It's very, very close. 2 things I'd like you to be aware of. First thing, and both of these are concepts we've discussed already today, but new exercise. Crescendo, feel like you're using more air, more energy as you get higher. And when you get back down to that low note,
slow down.
Make sure the jaw comes down.
I sort of slow down on your air, though, too, right, though, Alex, or not?
I suppose so, yeah. You can think about it in cold and warm air.
Warm and cold.
Might be work. So as you ascend, how do you blow cold air? Can you blow cold air on your hand? Show me that. Make it cold. Great, now blow hot air. Okay, and Esther, what did your jaw just do?
Just dropped.
It did, right? So the thing that we're using, so the mechanism that either speeds up or slows down the air is the size of your aperture, isn't it? So if for cold air, it's very, very fine, right? And as a result, it's fast, isn't it? It's really fast air. So and you blow warm air on your hand, because the aperture is so big, it's slow. There's still a lot of air, but it's just different temperatures is a good way to think about it as well. So as you go for the high note, think cold air. As you come back down and want to, nice big sound, warm air. Please try. F.
Oh, come on.
And you have to blow. You have to blow. So really blow more as you go higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Not bad. Not bad. So this exercise is a really great way just to get fluidity up and down the range, yeah? And you can keep going lower. You can do second finger, first finger, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and then C. Okay? Good. Great. So if when you're practicing your scales, the fingers are all good, you've practiced that and that's going well, but you're struggling to get up into the high register, come back to this exercise. Right? So so this is basically the same thing in that your lips have to contract and relax and you have to do more and less air, but we've just taken out the added complexity of including the fingers. That's all. Good. Great. 7 minutes remaining. Yeah?
Huh? We don't have much remaining.
Exactly. Can you play me some music?
We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to switch to an hour, Alex.
It is an hour. You mean 90 minutes?
No, I think we need to switch to maybe once a week.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
But give me a few weeks.
Sure.
I'm trying to get. Okay, I'm gonna get turned into this stuff. I'm trying to get an art class going.
Yeah.
If I can get that going, that'll help. All right, tonight, shall we do it? Shall we play?
Do it.
What do you want?
Yes, please.
What do you want to hear?
Whatever your favorite piece is at the moment, and I'm just gonna go get a charger for my iPad because it's about to die. But you play.
Well, that's not so good. ¿Qué pasó? That's what happened to B flat. Faster. Oh crap. Come on. Okay, hang on. Anyway.
A lot of that was going well.
Well, sort of, Alex. I got the jitters a little bit.
That's fine.
I've been trying to. What puzzles me is on the last. Okay, after I do the everything right or wrong?
I beg your pardon. Did you do everything right or wrong? Is that the question?
Yeah.
No. But some things were right and were really good, and some things were wrong, and some of the things that were wrong were of great quality, and some of the things that were right were of bad quality. I don't quite know how you want me to judge it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I like you too. Dang.
The thing.
Yeah,
that, so
I know.
where,
It wasn't
where we
the
fell
best.
off,
It wasn't.
No, I didn't say that. It certainly wasn't your
I'm
worst.
saying
A
that.
lot of it was going really well. That where it fell off was after the G flat. Third line, fourth bar, 14, 15, 16, bar 17, F, G flat. That note, you played a G natural.
Well, okay. You had told me to go back and play the lower part. I wasn't
Yeah.
playing the higher notes. Now, I can play the higher notes. I can get to that G flat eventually.
Yeah, good.
But,
I'm confused by what you're saying.
All right. With the higher notes, you told me to go an octave lower.
Yeah, in your practice, as a tool to practice it. I don't mean when you play the piece.
Okay,
real.
well, here we go. Confusion.
Yeah. No, okay. So range is an element of complexity, right? If you're struggling to play it, we can simplify it by doing it lower. So we practice the rhythm, to get a sense for the pitch, you get a sense
Okay,
of and you get a sense of what the fingers are doing. Where you're in a register where you've got capacity to think about it. Because if it's high, it's stressful. If you've practiced it, that's great. Once that's good and going well and is easy, then put it back in the high register, trusting that those elements are taken care of, and you can just think about playing high.
Okay.
Yeah? Good. So it's just all these things I suggest you, these practice tools, are just that. The tools to help you familiarize yourself so you can get good at the the challenge. I also get you naming the notes, Esther, as a practice tool. But clearly not as a way to play the music. F, B flat, D, C,
Oh,
G, F,
granted,
D, B flat, D, C.
granted, it didn't turn out so well today. That's
Well,
true.
it really wasn't going bad at all. It was
Oh, come
really
on.
nice. No, truly, it was really nice listening to it.
Well, thank you.
Can you? So the bit that's giving you difficulty is from that forte on the third line where the G flat is printed. All right, and then I don't think the hitting that note is challenging, but the following sequence where it's the same pattern of notes 3 times in a row. Ba dee da 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 dee dum, ba dee da 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 dee dum, ba da 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 da.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
and so so the same pattern repeats. We call that a sequence, right? That sequence is challenging to navigate. So just in your practice, make sure you highlight that sequence. Right? And same idea as before, making sure that you can move through the valve changes fluidly. Yeah? And so when you're practicing, if that just means looking at that, after the G flat from the F, da dee da 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 dum. If you can vocalize the rhythm, bam 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 ba 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 ba, and move the valves at the same time, right? Just to make sure
Well,
that
there's a you're right. There's a little finger. What do they call it? Thank you, Mr. Bernstein. You're wonderful.
He is wonderful. It's delightful.
I regard all those little fingering stuff. I mean, gosh, you're getting as bad as Liz. Anyway.
Now, Esther, I have
Yes,
a lesson. I have another student now. Can you?
I know.
I can delay her for 1 more minute. Would you please play for me from the beginning up until that G flat on line 3? And as assertive and confident and bombastic as you can. Go for it. Go for it.
I'm too nervous, Alex.
Okay, that's fine. You're allowed to be nervous. Can you play through it regardless?
Yeah, I can.
You can. Of course you can. Of course you can. You can only be brave if you're afraid. Be brave, Esther. Quick, there's your chance. Otherwise, I gotta dash.
Forget it.
Good. Hey, that first line was remarkable, my friend. When you listen back, I want you to be very pleased with that, genuinely. All right, I need to let in my next student. I will see you in a